Hi, my name is Chuck Hester. I'm the owner of Georgia Bee Supply. We're a small beekeeping company here in South Georgia. Beekeeping it started out as a hobby for me. It's a trade that I learned from my dad. My dad was a fairly medium-sized beekeeper. It started as a passion for him that he learned from his grandfather. I've picked up little things from him, and then about 3 years ago we started Georgia Bee Supply, where we produce packaged bees and queens and honey for distribution. Beekeeping on a large scale is a very involved business. Beekeeping for me is not just a job, it's not just a hobby, it is a passion. I love my bees, I work with my bees every day. And some of the things we have to do is we have to inspect hives on a routine basis. Every 14 days we go in every hive we have and we make sure that the queen is laying properly and that the bees are healthy, and that if there's any problems that we address those problems. The toughest part of beekeeping for me on the scale that we're at is just keeping things organized and keeping a tight schedule. And it's very difficult this day and time with all the pests and the problems that are out there in the bees. That's the toughest part, is keeping that stuff under control. The best part about beekeeping to me is the interaction with people. I love teaching people beekeeping. I love teaching them about the good things that come with beekeeping. I think everyone should be a beekeeper, as a hobbyist or as a commercial beekeeper. Bees are in danger with all the pesticides we have now and the colony collapse disorders.
Beekeeping today is totally different than what it used to be when my grandfather started in 1960. In 1960 you had bees. They stayed healthy, you went out and harvested honey from time to time. That was the extent of beekeeping. Well, beekeeping today is totally different. They're faced with so many insecticides, pesticides, genetically modified seeds, and known concerns there.
I believe that people have been an enemy to the bee for so long. It's time for us to step up to the plate and do what God put us on earth to do, and that is produce. And we should, I believe that everyone should have some part in beekeeping.
One of the main things hurting the bees is loss of habitat. And that when they lose wooded areas, wild areas that are turned into agricultural, residential, commercial, industrial, whatever, when those are gone, they're seldom replaced. Well, one of the main things you can do is anytime you have bees in your area, well, one of the main things you can do is plant what they call bee-friendly plants and flowers. You can plant little small gardens in order for the bees to have a good source to come to. Be mindful of what you spray and use, around your homes. If there's bees flying and you do have something in your area that you're going to spray a weed killer or anything, spray late in the evening when the bees are finished working for the day. And then overnight that it has time to evaporate off and the bees aren't going to die or be exposed to that chemical.
I've been working with Ray Crosby and Weeks Honey Farm for about a year now. Actually, my dad did business with them a few years ago, and he always talked about what good people they were and how friendly they were and how knowledgeable they were. And I had an opportunity to have a couple business deals with them over the past year, and they have been great. They're wonderful people. They're very knowledgeable. They love the Lord. They love the bees. They're very friendly, and their customer service is some of the best that I have ever seen.